Are we still in Texas?
We are. We're way down on the Gulf on Padre Island.
Okay.
Yeah. So beautiful, isn't it crazy? Yeah, we're staying at a friend's place down here. So nice. So Ken went to work, and I get to stay here for the day.
Nice.
Nice. Welcome everybody. Hi, I'm Mary Perry from South Texas, and
I'm David Zen from Western Connecticut, and we are Unscripted.
Unscripted.
And I'm coming to you live from the Coffee with Joe studio.
Oh, it is. That is such a wonderful blessing.
Better known as the Guild Room.
I know. What a great ministry that is, you know, to the Portuguese people, and just Joe is so wonderful in that, isn't he?
I think we're in our 4th or 5th year. I've kind of lost.
Wow.
But he loves it.
Yeah, so good. So good. So how's your week going?
My week is going great.
Good.
Very busy.
Good.
You say we look at the calendar.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we have pretty much a normal week here. We had our food drive last Wednesday.
Okay.
It means we don't have one this week. It's the 4th Sunday after Pentecost, this coming Sunday.
Yep.
It's also Father's Day.
Right.
We do have something special for all the fathers that come to those services.
Excellent. And who's serving with us this week?
This is David Popel again this week.
Great. Excellent.
Totally shut me out on our sermon title last week. That was a no-hit perfect game. No one saw that one.
No one saw that coming. There was nothing.
And he's requested that we use the alternate readings for this week. Which is the same gospel, the gospel stories of Jesus in the boat and the storm coming up and Jesus saying off waves and everything gets calm. The Old Testament story is the story after David defeats Goliath, and now he's a member of Saul's court.
Okay.
And it's very interesting. This story, Saul kind of wants to get rid of David, so he sends him out with the armies to fight the battles, and David comes back victorious, and just creates more of a problem. When really it's an interesting story. As I was reading through this is really what David does to Bathsheba. He doesn't want him around, so he sends him out.
Huh. That is, interesting.
For sermon titles, I don't know where we go here. We got a couple. We just look at the Old Testament lesson, would be David's success.
Right, right.
If you want to look at the gospel, I can think of a bunch of them. Making waves.
Making waves. Yeah.
Or peace, be still, which is his command to the waters. Or Jesus asleep on the job. Take your pick.
I'm good. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to go more in the camp of peace and calmness, but I'm also wondering if there's something about not who's fighting your battles or how are you fighting your battles. I'm kind of in that camp a little bit. I don't know. It could go a lot of different directions. Probably not the last one, Jesus asleep on the job, but could be. I didn't even see Nick at Night coming, so there's a lot of surprises.
Maybe Jesus is not asleep on the job.
Jesus is not asleep on the job. Exactly. All right. Wow, this is going to be excellent. So, as you know, guys, just pay particular attention to the sermon, and let's see, and the readings, and let's see where Father David takes it for us. Wow, good ones. Last week, as we said, was no way to see that coming.
So we have a special guest that we're going to bring in here. If you give me a moment, I'll go track him down for you.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Booking is working double time. All right, go get your guest. Yay.
All right, here we go.
Hey, is this
Look
thing
who we
on?
got.
Is this thing on?
Hi, It is. Look, it's our
Son,
VIP.
we're unscripted.
I'm in studio. No makeup today, but we do what we can. Wow, where are you?
I'm down at a friend's house we're on the Gulf, right on Padre Island at the end, Port Aransas.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice. So Ken went to work and I get to stay here for the day. Yay.
Terrific.
Well, special guest, how are you?
Very well, thanks.
Good.
Away from my beloved parish.
I
Find any
know.
excuse I can to come back.
I know. And it's your shepherd's heart drawing you back. Oh.
We do have a service today for Bobby Payne. May he rest in peace and rise in glory. He was a long-standing member of our community, a beloved man to so many.
Oh.
We're honored to commend him to God Almighty today.
Absolutely. That's so wonderful. I'm sure Denny's there's going to be a lot of sound effects behind me, so I apologize in advance. There's quite a shipping cargo thing going right back there. Yeah, I'm sure Denny's going to be so appreciative of it. Oh my gosh. Look at this VIP, very important priest. Just like think of
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. So
how's the sabbatical going?
Sabbatical's going very well. It's been very restful. I've already taken some little trips, spent a lot of time with my family. Comes in this weekend, and then our son David comes from Dubai, so they will overlap, and we'll have people in our home, family members and friends for a couple weeks. And then we'll go out to the West Coast to visit our daughter Sarah, who's doing an internship with a homeless shelter in San Francisco.
Nice.
And
so wonderful.
my hometown of St. Louis and visit some more family. And before we know it, it'll be August, and I'll find more reasons to come back and hang with you all. And then ultimately, I'll be back.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, you did leave us in wonderful hands, in terms of every Sunday in worship, and it's just been wonderful. So thank you there's a lot of work that goes into arranging all that to make sure your flock is well cared for. And it's been great so far. So thank you for all that work.
Well, thank you. And the way it seamlessly came together with these three wonderful supply priests, all of whom agreed to fulfill the days that were offered to them. And we had no gaps. I can just see God's hand in it. And I know for the last several weeks, you all have been very blessed by the ministry, and they've been blessed by you. I mean, supply priests love to come to St. Paul's, the ones we choose. And
That's so wonderful.
family, really. And it's like when they come back. So we're blessed, and I love what God's doing here. I
Absolutely.
didn't keep up with you all a little bit through social media, to be honest, just to say, hi, what's going on? And I didn't think I'd get to be on Unscripted, though, until
This is
blessing.
unprecedented to have you on twice. It's really amazing. It's
It's
really
unscripted.
It's Unscripted.
It's totally unscripted.
It means we're not in control.
No, it's
That
not.
old adage, if you want to see God laugh, tell him your plans.
Exactly. So can I just tell you a little bit about what we're doing down here? I don't know if you know that when we're down in South Texas, they have these big, huge wind turbines, and they have the big things that go around. That's how they get their power. So we've been driving past all of those fields and stuff like that. So I don't know if you heard this, but one wind turbine said to the other, "What kind of music do you like?" And
What kind of music do they like?
he goes, "I don't know. I like it all, but I'm really a heavy metal fan."
Nice.
Heavy metal fan. All right, I'll repeat that
That's good. That's good.
I hear the audience laughing.
again. No, that might be the seagull behind me. I do have one more, but I'll sprinkle it in.
All right.
All right, I'm going to jump off because I actually have a Zoom call, believe it or not, in my office. I'm not officially working, but I'm here.
Okay.
We'll see you all later. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you for joining us, Joe. And
Pleasure.
you're welcome to.
Thank you very much.
Anytime you want.
You just never know what's going to happen.
No, you just don't.
All right, bye.
Thank
Bye. Thank you.
you. Okay. So that was unexpected.
That was unexpected. How wonderful that I know he just loves his flock, and it's good for him to be away, but he just loves his family here. So it was great to see him. So glad he's going to be there today with us.
So do you have any other jokes for us, Mary?
Well, I don't know. The days are really long, like up on the ranch, they really are. So I had an opportunity to kind of, be with some of the horses, and Allison's showing me a lot of the work that she does with her and Sharon. And it was absolutely wonderful.
What kind of saddle did you use?
No saddle, just kind of talking to the horse and all this stuff.
Okay.
But it's interesting because like afterwards, Ken and I were just having tea and coffee and stuff like that. So we went to go get a snack, and so there were a couple of cookies there. So we grabbed a couple of cookies. That's good with tea and coffee and stuff like that. And we were doing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I have to take this cookie to the doctor. Do you know why?
Oh, it was sick.
It was feeling crummy.
It was feeling.
Ba-doom-boom. Get it?
Wow.
That is officially all I got.
Okay, so as I'm looking at the water behind you, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
So why do scuba divers always flip backwards when jumping from a boat into the water?
That's a great question. I don't know, Dave. Why do they?
Well, what would happen if they flip forward? They just fall back in the boat.
Would. Oh my gosh, do you have more? I am way out of my league here. It's me and Surrey.
I do have more, Mary.
Go ahead, go, Dave.
With asking apologies from any blondes that may be watching. So two blondes rent a boat and go fishing. They catch a lot of fish and return to the shore. The first blonde says, "I hope you remember the spot where we caught all these fish." Second blonde says, "Yes, I marked the X on the side of the boat. Caught them." The first blonde says, "You idiot. How do you know we're going to get the same boat tomorrow?"
You know what I love is that you had no idea where I was going to be today, yet your repertoire fits in anything. It's like you planned it, knowing that it was going to be fishing and themed and all that stuff.
Well, it might have something to do with the fact that our gospel this week takes place on the water.
And it just works.
Yes.
It just works. Excellent. Do you have another one, Dave?
Well, I do, but I think we might have to save that one for the credits.
Okay.
I don't know if that would be how appropriate that one is.
Okay, let's definitely do that. We saved that.
Here's another one.
Okay, all right. Let me have it.
So the month before Frank's 21st birthday, his father tells him, "Do you know that something amazing happens to all the male members of our family when they turn 21? When my grandfather turned 21, he went to the lake and discovered that he was able to walk on the water. When my oldest brother, your Uncle George, turned 21, he discovered the same thing. He, your uncles, your older brothers, all of them can walk on water by the age of 21. How cool," says Frank. "I can't wait to walk on the water." A month later, Frank turns 21. His family took him to the lake to see if he could walk on water. The boat rode to the middle of the lake. And watched excitingly as Frank stepped out of the boat. Instead of walking on the water, he immediately sinks. After he was pulled back into the boat, Frank says, "I don't get it. You all turned 21 and you could walk on water. I turned 21 and I can't." Says Frank's father. "Come to think of it, it may be because all our birthdays are in February and yours is in July." Okay.
Okay. Oh my God.
So do we have any other announcements that we want to highlight?
Let's see. I don't think I will be doing Praise Moves tomorrow morning from this beautiful setting. So that's great. There's a new class that's going to start probably August, September when we're back in person, which I will continue to Zoom. So I will do a hybrid session. It's called BAR, Praise Bar, if anybody has done those classes. Praise Bar. Yep, BARRE. And it's strength and toning and conditioning, and it's a great workout. So I'm certifying for that in a week, going to the national conference via Zoom. So yeah, so look forward to that. So a lot of good stuff I think is going to be also coming forward in fall, right? We still have Alpha. I know there's a coming up, and I know there's a lot of announcements that have been made. So please do sign up for Alpha if you've never participated, and even if you have, let us know if you're interested, and we can see where we are in terms of signups.
I've got one last announcement here.
So that
This week is Father's Day. So this is the end of our Hope Line Pregnancy Center collection. So this would be the week to make sure you bring your check for that. They'd like to wrap it up this week.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you for that. All right. Wow, still a lot going on, right? And everybody seems to be doing well and being together. Good. Excellent.
Have a good week, and we'll see you all on Sunday.
Bye, guys.
Bye from Western Connecticut.
Bye from the Gulf Coast in South Texas.
All right.
Okay, tell me the other joke.
The other joke. Okay. So Jesus and Moses are relaxing on a boat.
This is a good. Yeah, go.
Jesus and Moses, okay?
Yeah,
They're talking about the good old days. The subject of miracles comes up, and they decide to see if they can still perform their miracles. Moses goes, it's been about 4,000 years since I did this one. So he raises his arm, and the water parts, revealing the floor of the lake. Jesus claps his hands. Very cool, good one. It's only been about 2,000 years since I did this. He steps off the boat onto the water and sinks into the lake. Moses quickly parts the water, throws a line down to the soaking wet Jesus, helps him back onto the boat. Jesus says, well, that's embarrassing. I guess I need to clear my mind and focus a little. Closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, steps off the boat again. Boom, he sinks right to the bottom of the lake. Moses quick, parts the water, grabs Jesus, pulls him back up. Hey, maybe you should we'll head back and maybe you can try this thing again tomorrow. Jesus goes, no, I can do this. Closes his mouth, says a silent prayer, winks at the sky, steps off the boat, and again sinks. Water a third time, pulls him back up onto the boat. Jesus is a little shaken and smiles, because I know what's wrong now. Last time I did this, I didn't have these darn holes in my feet.
Oh gosh. Cut.
See you all next week.
No. Goodbye. No. Oh my God. You can't use that.
Yeah.
You can, up until the punchline. No punchline.
It just did.
I know. Cut that. Oh my gosh. I am not responsible. Where's that disclaimer that runs right across the bottom? Oh.
All right. Mary's not responsible. We just put that there. All right.
Peace out. You too. Be well. Bye. Just gonna flip my glasses on. Oh, there you are. Did you get it? Heavy metal fan? Huh?
I did.
What a great special guest, David Zen. So we starting off, Dave?
We already started.
Oh, that's right. I gotta keep up. My brain's a little on the slower side.